So I open this with an energy of trying my best to speak very clearly because I tend to get caught up in my own words. Like I have so much I want to express before I start speaking, and I'm so in tune with my internal voice. Like I am fully the voice in my head. All my activity is in my head. So I step outside myself the moment I speak, right? Like the moment I speak out my mouth. Like as I speak right now, even my voice that I'm hearing is like something alongside of the actual being I am. Like I hear myself speaking, but I'm always the voice in my head, right? And that's why it's so weird that people say they don't have a voice in their head. But that's besides the fact of what I'm trying to say. Like people say they don't have an internal monologue. You know, these NPCs and shit. When I'm gonna get into that, that'd be a whole real thing of like a real theory of like Cabbage Patch clone, like 80% they're saying the Caucasian race were cloned and grafted in like Germany and shit by these these Nazi scientists and shit. They were doing all that gene shit in like the 40s and 30s. They were like trying to preserve their own race, and they've been cloning. Like a lot of this shit has been here. They've been cloning each other. Like I'm not even about to get into that. But that's besides what I'm about to even get into, right? I'm just gonna channel from an open space, mainly for myself. This is my own expression and communication between myself to get out my own energy from my own relationship of understanding where I'm coming from to like basically understand myself. But this is like a form of like, you know how people have a diary, or people will make music, or they'll do art as like form of therapy, or like whatever word you want to put on it, but it's like a form of deeper, because it's not therapy, it's not any of these limiting words, it's a very deep energy of this like deep expression of like what I have to get out, you feel me? And I'm doing that in one form through this this communication, this dialogue, right? So that I'm having with self, right? This is a dialogue where I open myself up to figure out and problem solve my own self. I'm basically navigating the inner worlds of my own self using this video to express what's going on in my inner worlds, right? But externally, within the video format. So I flesh out the things I'm thinking in my mind, but I put it in words and I record it in a way that's usually not captured. So that way it's there and I can then rewatch it and I can get deeply in tune with myself, right? So that's one of my biggest purposes, even beyond me ever even getting on here and recording videos for any type of concept of even other people seeing it. Like when I started my YouTube channels, for example, I started the shit with the energy of mainly a deep relationship with self, opening myself up and evolving myself, getting better at speaking, getting better at just speaking my thoughts aloud and breaking open this like barrier in between my internal self and external self. Because like I said, I'm the inner voice, but it'd be hard to get myself out into my outer voice. It's like I'm sitting behind a glass wall. Like I'm the soul in my body, and I'd be like having to have my energy pushed out into this world. And I don't really push my energy out that much. I keep most of my energy in. So I seem reserved or I seem closed off because I'm naturally in a state of being pulled in myself. You feel me? I'm not very open up to this world in the way of like, even up to this point, as long as I've been in this realm, I've not opened up to this world as much as the average person. I've kept my energy pure for the most part in a lot of different ways, but there's a lot of shit I'm going through. But within that, all that being said, I open this up with the energy of mainly just coming with the energy of talking about where I'm at right now, like the current state of everything, you feel me? Like this is the time to really lock in. Like everything I've been tuning into, everything that's been building up, everything that's been amping up, like it's really getting to the point now with that energy now of like really having to face everything and walk the talk. Like you feel me? Like everything I ever stood for, everything I ever moved on, everything I ever tuned into, and anything I stand on for myself, right? Like if I have any type of actual real energy in anything I ever talked about with any energy I ever came, now is the time to prove that. Because I'm about to have to face everything in the deepest trial ever. Fuck trials and tribulations. This is about to be the biggest pen to paper moment ever. Like really putting that shit into action. You feel me? Like currently, I'm living with my human being mother. You feel me? I use the term human being within the language they programmed within their schools that they had my ancestors originally pulled into these cities to even be programmed into not very long ago. I said to say the barrier of entry of the word even human being comes from their English, Anglo-Saxon language, right? That's just one language within many of these different languages from these colonizers, these oppressors. My ancestors never even spoke these low vibrational languages, right? Not in this way. We never called ourselves human being, black, Latino. Latino, even when you even go into Latino, that's literally Latin. Like, it's literally Latin. It's literally coming from the word Latin, which is Italy. So how the fuck are you a language, Latin, and then you're speaking Spanish, which comes from Spaniards, Spanish conquistadors, right? So when I speak on that level, when I understand things on that level, when I say human being, I'm referring to these so-called white people. They programmed you with everything you've been programmed with, and you never questioned it, right? They told you about what this word human being was in their schools and told us we all come from apes. They said we all came from monkeys, right? And they showed you this evolution chart. Yeah, that shit was for these Caucasians. I'm going to put it very simply. Caucasians come from the Caucasus Mountains. I've said this a lot. You feel me? In some of my videos, I've said this, you feel me? But it's a truth that's being revealed on all forms. If it's true and it's real, it's going to be said. Like, if the fact that there's a chair in your room is true, then you're going to talk about that chair every time you got to talk about that room. So the only people who don't want to hear about this shit is the people who don't actually believe it. But the more I tune in, it's like, there's so many things I do outside of just what I speak on that isn't a divine energy that proves the shit I talk about on every level. Because it's like, if that's real when I'm literally doing it, what the fuck is all of this? Like, for example, the fact that I literally so many times now broke through the food wall. Like, the food wall is one of the biggest barriers, right? Because it's the biggest thing that's been attacking me and locking me in my lowest state. It's the biggest thing that within everything I'm going through, the food is the thing that helps me held down. Because I've gotten in the states where I literally got into this so deep meditation where I'm literally only eating the air. I'm being so honest. Like, I opened up my body so much from removing all this dense, disgusting, toxic food where I was literally only eating the air. My lungs became the primary source in my body. Like, fuck your digestive tract. Once your digestive tract shuts down, your respiratory system and your lungs become the primary source. So you start to breathe much, much deeper, you feel me? You start to pull lots and lots of more energy from the air, the ether, the prana, the life force. I felt this on many different levels, and I would let myself lose it. I have to be the one to take accountability on that level.